everybody, welcome back to First Sip, Thanksgiving Edition, Part 2. We're really excited to be doing something totally different for the very first time at First Sip. We're going to be breaking out of our beer shell and drinking something different. In honor of Thanksgiving, we know that everybody is, or at least somebody from each family is charged with, hey, can you pick up drinks? Okay, what should I pick up? Well, pick up some stuff that everybody will like. You've got your beer, you've got your wine. We want to talk about cider and how cider can really fit in well with the Thanksgiving meal. Maybe something that you might overlook, that you might not think about when you're heading down here to Elevated Beer, Wine, and Spirits, but we want to point it out. Not only do we have some nice 4-packs, but we've got these nice large format bomber bottles that can even kind of take the place of a wine bottle on the table. So Tom, tell us about these large format ciders. We've got some local guys here as well as some others.
Yeah, so especially these ones that maybe you don't consider for everyday drinking. They're a little bit bigger, a little bit fancier, a little bit more unique, but really fit in and look nice on a holiday table and are really going to take your meal and kind of take it to the next level. First with the Ciders, you have 100% Brettanomyces oak barrel aged cider, so some crossover with some of the terms and things that beer fans are looking for, but in a cider this has got, you know, great depth of flavor, a lot going on with that, and you know, you can have that cool oak barrel aged beer or cider for those people. Right next to it, Sweetland, we have a couple of their Roundabout series, which is their small batch kind of experimental stuff. Dry hopped, the J, and then number 6 is actually oak spiced, which just sounds fantastic for you know, the holiday meal. Get some of that kind of baking spice along with the oak barrel flavor on a nice dry cider is going to just really kind of amplify things. Working over here to number 12 Cider House, again another local cidery. We have their classic and the black currant variety. So two really nice, you know, with these drier style ciders, there's going to be a lot more of nuance, as you're not typically getting that sweetness in the one note kind of traditional cider. These have a lot more flavor from the heirloom type apples that they're using and different things in the yeast. So, you know, it's going to really stand up to kind of your wine drinkers there. They're going to get a lot from it, but it's going to kind of cross borders there too, you know, inviting people in. These are all gluten-free too. If you have any kind of concerns about that, this can be a great option for the gluten-free or, you know, gluten-sensitive person in your life. So, you know, great options across the board. And then finally getting to the latest from Sociable Cider Works, Northeast Minneapolis Cider House and Brewery, making a very nice seasonal offering in their Rusty Chain, the cranberry added to this cider. So, you know, what goes better with Thanksgiving meal and a little cranberry. So this is in the, you know, a traditional cider with a little cranberry added, adds a little bit of color, obviously you can see, as well as a little tartness.
Yeah, as I'm getting a first sip of it, it's a really nice nice cider, not too sweet, not too dry, kind of, you know, right down the center there, going to be a people pleaser in that way. It does have just a little bit of that kind of cranberry bitterness to it, that like Tom said, you know, I can see going really well like cranberry does with Thanksgiving meal. And this kind of reminds me of that it could really stand out as its own flavor that would complement other flavors really nicely.
Yeah, not too tart, but yeah, when you get that cranberry, and now I'm like thinking, oh, I want to add maybe some orange to it. Maybe I want to make cocktails with this. You could add in some bourbon or some other, you know, spirits to this and kind of use this as a mixer that really kind of use that effervescence, that dryness, and those different flavors from the cider. Could make a great cocktail. So you can get creative and have fun with this.
So Tom, it's clear that if people haven't been paying attention to the local cider scene and the cider scene on a whole, there's obviously a lot of different variety. Don't be intimidated by it. Come on down to Elevated. We love to chat with you about ciders. And again, you can show up with a number of these for Thanksgiving. Try them out, share them with your family, see what you like. That way, you know, for future years and future family gatherings, that you can pick up the family favorite, and always be willing to try some seasonals too. It's a great time for experimentation.
Yeah, absolutely. Really kind of impressed where the local craft cider scene is going. So I think it's a great thing to include at your holiday table.
Yeah, come swing by Elevated Beer, Wine, and Spirits, White Bear Lake. We also have a location in South Minneapolis. We'd love to chat cider, wine, beer. Make sure you're prepared for Thanksgiving, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.